Hi, I'm Doug Wilson with Andrea's Paint in Shelbyville, Kentucky, where we show you better ways to paint, better procedures, better products, better techniques to get a better paint job. Today's project, we're in a residential basement. There was a flood upstairs, a significant amount of drywall was replaced, a lot of the baseboard came up, crown molding replaced. This was a major reconstruction, deconstruction and reconstruction. Everything's finished at this point as far as drywall. It's primed in. We're finally to the point of doing the finish paint on the ceiling. Now when we talk about ceilings, this is a huge point. Anytime you have a ceiling, there's two factors that you have to consider. One is the drywall is usually not finished to the level of quality that your walls are. In this particular job, we've got this wall here, all this angular light coming in from these two light sources down at the end. So these walls need to be literally perfect. I mean, when I say perfect, no nail pops, no big drywall seams, no patches of picture holes without sanding. You know, we see a lot of times there's texture on the paint on the wall. We come in and we patch, and then we have a big slit patch. If you've got a wall where you've got this kind of light, or you've got a ceiling where you've got this kind of light coming across it, you really need to take a good look at the imperfections that you want to fix before you paint. We've done that. We've re-skimmed on the wall. We've skimmed. When I say skim, we applied drywall mud and sanded it off, filled in the low spots, sanded off the high spots, and we have a super level ceiling. Now we're ready to paint. One of the things that you always debate on painting is, do I spray or do I paint manually? Do I tape or do I hand cut it? We're going to show you a couple options for either way. We have taped the crown molding. The crown molding is painted and completed. We'll kind of walk around maybe towards some more light down here. But the crown molding underneath this plastic is completed, and that was sprayed. So now we simply had to come back. This took about 30 minutes on stilts. That's a big advantage. But even if you don't have stilts, you can use a ladder. I'm going to always suggest that you tape off your crown before you paint your ceiling. Whether you're going to paint it by hand or whether you're going to spray, I'm going to tape that crown line so I don't have to cut it in. We didn't have to cut in the crown. We don't have to cut in the ceiling. We're just going to simply roll into that tape. Even if we use a brush, even if you paint it by hand, it's going to be quicker and faster and a better job if you tape it off. We chose to go ahead and throw this plastic on. That took another 20 minutes. So we got less than an hour. This place is ready to spray. Now what the spray is going to offer is, typically when you're spraying the ceiling or you're painting a ceiling, you're rolling into your roller, you look up, oh, where was I? Oh, I was right here. This paint's dry. Oh, now we've got lap marks. You start, the paint's drying. You need a continuous flow of wet paint. You can do that a couple ways. If you got two people rolling, I'm going to have two people rolling if I'm rolling by hand. Absolutely. One guy cannot keep the paint wet across this entire ceiling. You see how far back this is. It's going to take 4 to 4.5 gallons to put that on. And if we stop right here, take a break, and we come back, we're going to have a lap mark. You will see it from when you come into the basement, you'll see a big lap mark. So this may seem like overkill to do it this way, but this is such a pristine ceiling. It's going to be seen all the way across. They're going to sit back here on their couch. This is going to be a perfect ceiling. So we're going to get started here, show you a couple techniques, show you a little bit about spraying, and we're going to get this thing done.